I love a good jazz bass, and I'm a proprietor of making sure your bass has a good set of pickups, because, you know, if you're using a more affordable end bass guitar like the one that I put these pickups in, you're going to get a more affordable sound when it comes to the stock sound of the bass with the stock cheap factory pickups. I upgrade the pickups in 90% of my basses and electric guitars. The biggest factor on your bass itself is the pickups. If you got a muddy set of pickups, you're just gonna have this big old boom sound to it. You've got to have some kind of articulation there. And in the 1970s in particular, jazz basses were known to have just that cool sound that had a lot of tight treble high end, but also had nice lows. It kind of scooped mids, and it kind of gave you this slap sound that was also really versatile. And that kind of sound is what Mojotone has recreated with these jazz bass pickups. Okay, so before I show you everything and give you a number of more demos, let me introduce myself. My name is Rumblin' Man, and welcome to the Rumblin' Man YouTube channel. If you've never been here before, this is a YouTube channel for guitar and bass players alike, in which we look at the gear and techniques needed to produce the best tone. So I invite you, if you're not already one of my subscribers, please click the subscribe button and the bell so that you will get notified when I come out with new videos. Like I said, I love a good jazz bass. In fact, in this room, I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different J-style basses or actual jazz basses. I don't know. For me, Desert Island, if I could only have one bass, what would it be? It'd be a jazz. It'd be a jazz, probably a 5-string with an active preamp, but we're looking at a 4-string kind of thing today because we want to go into kind of a vintage mindset. And if you're watching this video, if you clicked on this link, it's probably because you're interested in how these Mojotone 1970s clone jazz bass pickups sound, okay? They're made like the old pickups from the 70s. My idea with this bass was just to kind of give it a little more of a 70s spice to it, okay? So I'm gonna give you another demo, but first, I wanna tell you about the bass, okay? So this is my SX Ursa J bass. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you do recognize it because I actually initially reviewed it like 7 or 8 years ago or something. And that was crazy and fun, but actually this wasn't my bass. It belonged to my church, and recently I wasn't at church for a while, so I was actually separated from this bass for 3.5 years. And then when I started working with the church again, I actually bought this bass from the church and did my own mods to it. And because I don't have a 4-string 70s style jazz bass, I've got a 5-string, but not a 4-string, so I wanted to make this just kind of a slap-happy 70s vibey kind of bass. Now, obviously, Lake Placid Blue is more of a 60s color and more of a modern color, but isn't it just the greatest color? I mean, can you see how sweet that looks? SX does a really good job with the finishes. I always love what they do. So the changes I made were, I actually kept the same bridge and control plate. Sorry about all the fingerprints. First thing, I got my wife to help me in putting these black pearl block inlays onto the fretboard. They're actually stickers, but once they're on, they seem to stay there. And once the strings are on, you would never know they were stickers. So that's pretty cool. Also, there was a broken tuner, so I had these black Music Lily tuners hanging around and stuck them on there. And then I also got from Amazon a thumb rest because, you know, in the 70s with the jazz basses, they moved the thumb rest from down in this area to up here so you could rest your thumb while playing. And so what I did when I installed this was I just kind of calculated where I would most like to rest my thumb, and there it is. So all this stuff that I've added, it's all, there's product links in the description to where if you want to get any of them, go ahead and grab them, as well as a Groove Gear fret wrap, you know, which is a great muting technique for overtones when you are doing certain styles of playing. And then, of course, I soldered in these Mojotone 1970s clone J-bass pickups. Now, before we hear it again, one disclaimer that a lot of you already know is that the pickups on this jazz bass are not 70s spacing. In the 70s, those J basses had a slightly different spacing to where the bridge pickup was a little closer to the bridge got a little more snap to it. So it's not 70s pickup spacing, but it is the 70s clone pickups, and you're going to hear them not too different than how you would on an actual 70s style bass body. So that's a disclaimer, but we're still going to give you the full experience with these today. And I've got a number of demos for you that I think you're really going to enjoy. So what I want to do in this next demo is we're going to listen to both pickups, and then we're going to listen to just the bridge pickup. There's going to be some fingerstyle playing and some slap playing, just so you can kind of hear the sounds that you can get from these pickups for that type of playing. Let's take a listen. But can these vintage pickups get you any screaming rock tones? Can we grab a pick and really rock out with this bass in a big rock mix and not only cut through the way we want to, but also kick into it the way we want to? Why don't we find out? In this next demo, you're going to hear the bass being played on both pickups with a pick. You'll also hear some effects. There'll be some bass chorus at first. It's already got a little overdrive, but then about halfway through, I'll kick on some more overdrive, and let's listen to these pickups shine in a rock mix. Check it out. For me, the answer is yes, these pickups can absolutely hold their own in a rock mix as well as a funk mix. So far, I haven't found anything they can't do. They're very bright, but you know, of my arsenal of jazz basses, I need one that's, a little brighter, a little snappier and 70s sounding than the others. If you are, creating for yourself a 70s style jazz bass, or let's say you have, a 70s J, something like the Squier Classic Vibe or the C&Z Audio 70s J bass, but you want a really authentic 70s sound from the pickups, then these would be great for that. Or also if you want to do what I did and take a bass that's not necessarily already 70s style, but add some 70s vibe to it, and do a bit of a hybrid like I have here, they work great for that too. So if you love the tones in this video, please head over to Mojotone's website and place an order for a set of Mojotone 70s clone jazz bass pickups. And I do want to say a shout out and a big thanks to my friends at Mojotone for hooking me up to make this video possible tonight. Also, big thanks to my guitar tech, Jeff, because I did do these mods myself, but I did need a little help with setup afterward because sometimes I just need a little help. So he helped me. So thank you, Jeff. On the end screen you're about to see, there will be a playlist that I handpicked and put together for this end screen. And it's a collection of my videos that I think bass players like you will enjoy. So if you've got some time on your hands and you're willing to watch some more Rumblin' Man videos, please hit up that playlist, or at least make sure you're subscribed. Feel free to chat with me in the comments. I love to do so. And let's talk tone, let's talk gear, okay? Thanks for watching the video. God bless you guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Peace.